What is up, YouTube world? Alright, we're doing an update on the female electric blue acara condition. We're doing an update today, and you can see she just kind of twitched her body. And it's been over 3 weeks for her. It's been 3 weeks for the rest of the fish. The rest of the fish seem really good. He looks pretty good. He does have one spot on his fin still, so I'm a little concerned about that. You can see it, maybe. So I'm like, And then the plecos, you can't really see them, but you know, plecos do have more of an armor. You know, they're much stronger scales. You know, they're pretty strong fish in general. So I think they're really good to go because they never showed any signs to begin with. But I just wanted to make sure we get the display tank a chance to rest, and if there ain't no fish in there, then hopefully the parasites don't have a host and die off. If it is ick, if it is a different parasite that doesn't need a host, we never know, because it does act like something completely like super ick, you know, because it doesn't go away. Her one fin is growing back really nice. Her other fin still has all the spots on it, and if you look at her head, you know, it looks like she's forming a hole again. I'm like, wow. You know, so we've been doing this for 3 weeks. She's been in there for more than 3 weeks getting treated for metroplax. So recap real quick, about 4 months ago, you know, she ended up getting signs of something, and they started itching themselves, so I did all natural remedy. Seems like it got better, but then within about 3 months into it, you know, she started degrading. I'm like, you know, so I started treating it with a different natural remedy, and it says you can do it for a really long time. So we did that for like, I don't know, 2 months almost, and it just didn't seem like it was getting any better. But we didn't do it 2 months, we did it for like, you know, 3 weeks or so, because it's a 10-day process, and we did it for more than 10 days. We did it for like 20 some odd days, you know, and things just didn't get any better. So we went ahead and went to metroplax, and this supposedly cures hole in the head, ick, and any bacterial infection. If you look at her head, you know, this is why we came to the conclusion maybe she has hole in the head, because her lateral line is a little, you can see it a little bit, and her head, you know, and it was getting a lot better. But now I'm like, did she run into something, or is it just like starting to degrade again? The spots are still in her fin, so I'm like, you know, you see that? It's pretty bad, right? So you're supposed to do it 3 weeks every other day. So, you know, every other day you're supposed to do 1 to 2 scoops per 10 gallons. So I did 4 scoops, 20 gallons every other day. When I did treat it, I let them be. The next day I fed them. I waited all day. At night I did a water change. I took about 10 gallons out. I put 1 scoop back in for the 10 gallons. And the next day, you know, I did, you know, the next treatment of 4 scoops. And I tried to keep up with it, and I did, honestly, every other day water change, if not daily, because sometimes I was like, yeah, they're pooping a lot. Because there's plecos, there's a lot of fish in there, so I didn't want anything to collect. And they actually got a water change today, so you see, you know, there's a lot of fish in there. But according to the water test, everything is great. So I want to ask everybody a question, if you guys have any ideas. But if you look at him, he looks pretty good. He has that one spot, I don't know, you know, maybe 2 spots, but it's like they're really faint, and the plecos seem good. So as I mentioned in the last video, if they still have spots, I'm going to give them a 2-3 day break, which I went ahead and did a nice water change today, put some carbon in there to get rid of the rest of the medication, and then we're going to go ahead and do this. So they're going to get, you know, a break for a few days, clean water, and then we're going to go ahead and do this. This is a much stronger remedy. You know, so like I said, we used the all natural remedy, and then we used a very safe product, and now we're going to use something that actually kills. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have snails in there, it's going to kill snails. If you have sensitive fish, it's going to kill sensitive fish. You can't use it in a reef tank. It kills corals, anemones, you know, invertebrates, live rock, shrimp, snails. You know, it's just, it definitely kills somethings. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this should work, because it's a real strong medication and it's going to kill parasites, right? And it's going to stain my seams and everything. But this is my question. I'm sorry I'm rambling on so much, but should I remove him and all the plecos, or should I just remove the plecos and leave them two in there and do that treatment? Or should I just leave all the fish in there and do that treatment? Now the reason why I ask is because if I would have removed her earlier in that whole process of everything going, you know, downhill, you know what I'm saying? Because he was doing great for the whole entire time, for 3 months, and then all of a sudden he has this spot, you know what I'm saying? And then we ended up pulling all the fish out, putting them in there. So if we would have pulled her out earlier and treated her earlier, we would have never had to pull out the plecos for him, you know what I'm saying? So this is my question. Should I pull these guys out, or should I just pull out the plecos? Because this is our hard treatment, and you know, I know she needs it because she still has all the spots. She's actually developing something else on her head. And you know, maybe I have to call the fish doctor, get the fish doctor in the house, figure something out, because you know, it's just an odd parasite because it doesn't attack her whole body. It gets her fins really good, and she has this hole in the head thing going on, and I really don't think she ran into anything else, you know what I'm saying, because it's all plastic and round, so it's not like she hit her head on anything necessarily, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, so there's a fin, and it's just pretty rough. There's a whole bunch of spots on it. I'll probably say 5, 6, 8, 10, you know what I'm saying. So she was doing great. She's super active, don't get me wrong. She loves to eat. I put some food in there, she will eat it. Bloodworms, whatever, she will eat it. She's very active. So things got better, like, you know, in the first update I was like, she's kind of eating there and there, and the second update I was like, yeah, she's doing better, she's eating, and she's still like that, really eating, but it's like she's starting to get this thing on her head again. I'm sorry for the phone. So that's my question, guys. Should I pull out the plecos and put them back in a display, because they honestly seem fine. I don't see anything wrong with them. And then he does have a spot on his fin. I see one faint one, maybe 2 faint ones. So maybe leave him in, or should I just pull him out too? Because, you know, whatever it is, if it is releasing eggs into the water, it's going to irritate the fish. And now, since I don't have the metroplex in there anymore, and we need to give the fish a rest between medication, you just don't want to change it and, you know, take that water out and put, no, you need to give them a break. So they need a break, and this is going to give the chance for the parasites to be like, yeah, you know, I don't know, you know what I'm saying. So what should I do? Should I take them out, or should I leave them all in there and go ahead and do this? Because, you know, it's a strong medication, so I don't want to have to put any stress on any fish that's not necessary. You know, maybe they will be fine, but this is really out of my hands. I don't know what's going on with her, or maybe she's just compromised in some way or another. I have no idea. But hell yeah, you know, appreciate all you guys' help, you know, checking out the updates and, you know, and stuff like that, and, you know, means a lot. And like I said, she's doing really good. The fish seem really good. They're all eating like crazy, you know. They really, you know, seem like they're doing really good, active, but she's just looking like a hot mess, really. Like, look at her, she's like, wow, spots everywhere. The hole in her head seems like it's forming again. So should I pull the plecos out and go ahead and treat with this within 2 to 3 days, or should I just leave all the fish in there and go ahead and treat with this? I'm thinking, I'm really not for sure, because it's really aggressive and I don't want anything to happen to fish, you know. And yeah, so I don't know, guys. What do you think? I think I'm going to, man, I don't know. I really want to just pull out the plecos and leave the 2, you know, electric blue acaras in there. But then again, the plecos are also really strong, so I might as well just leave them all in there. But I believe when I do treat this, because it's very aggressive, it's probably going to kill all the beneficial bacteria. So I'm probably going to just pull out all the media and put it all in there. Do a nice solid water change within 2 to 3 days, so the water's just top notch, and then go ahead and do the 2-day process. So let me know what you guys think, if I should go ahead and pull out a fish or leave all the fish in there. And, you know, but we are definitely going to go ahead and do this within 2 to 3 days. I'm thinking on Wednesday, because then on Friday I can take a good look at them and see if we got any progress. Well, alright YouTube, I wish you an awesome night, and y'all be good. Laters.